Most of the travel we do is built around motion. A new town every second night, a bag that never quite gets unpacked, and a window with the road going by. But a LiveAway starts from the opposite premise. You choose a place, you stay, you give it enough mornings that it stops performing for you and starts simply being itself. The place I want to take you today is an island most Canadians think they already know. I'd like to spend the next few minutes making the case that they don't. Mallorca has a reputation, so let's deal with it up front. For 60 years, this island has been Europe's beach holiday, with charter flights and the towers along a few stretches of southern coast, and if that were the whole island, we just wouldn't go. But I've been to Mallorca a few times now, most recently to walk this program myself before we ran it. And here's what those visits taught me. The crowds concentrate on the same few kilometers of shoreline in the same 3 months of summer. The rest, like the stone villages folded into the mountains, the vineyards inland, and Palma's old town on a weekday morning, it's all belonged to the Mallorcans all along. That's why we come in early spring. The weather is what May wishes it was at home. Mild, blue, made for walking, and the summer machine hasn't started up yet. The almond harvest is done, the trails are green, and the island is going about its own business. It's not the Mallorca of the postcards, it's the one the Mallorcans themselves keep. We split the 2 weeks between two bases at opposite ends of the island, and they're deliberately not alike. The first week we're in Palma, the capital. It's a genuine Mediterranean city, founded by the Romans and layered ever since. It's our hub for the island's west, the vineyards of Binissalem, the mountain villages, and the vintage tram over to Sawyer. Then we move north to Porto Poyensa, a seafront town sitting under the last cliffs of the Tramontuna Range. That week belongs to the coast, Cap Formentor, Alcúdia's walled old town, and the caves in the southeast. A city week and a sea week. You unpack twice, not 14 times. Palma rewards company, and ours is better than most. Our guide for these 2 weeks is Pedro Oliver, Palma born, 25 years in the trade, and now president of the island's official college of tour guides. When the King and Queen of Spain host their summer reception at the Meravent Palace above the city, Pedro is who the island's guides send to represent them. He's been twice.
Hello, this is Pedro, your Mallorca tour guide. I really love Mallorca. All my family is from Mallorca. I am one local. I know exactly very well how to show, how to present Mallorca to the tourists or first-time visitors.
What that means for us in practice is a man who reads Palma as social history rather than a checklist. The alleys of the old town still follow the lines of the 14th century Jewish quarter. The Almudena Palace was an Islamic fortress before the Catalans took it, and the cathedral, La Siu, spent 10 years in the hands of Antoni Gaudi, who moved the choir stalls, hung a wrought iron canopy over the altar, and then left to give the rest of his life to the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. Pedro walks you through the cool, shaded lanes while the cruise crowds bake one street over, and he finishes at a cafe that's been pouring hot chocolate since the 1700s. And when we've had our fill of the city, the Northwest is a morning away. The wooden tram to Sawyer has been running since 1912, through orange groves and tunnels cut in the limestone. Beyond it sit Dea and Valdemosa, the hillside villages that have been quietly collecting writers and painters for a century. There's a guided walk on an old shepherd's path in the Tramontuna if your legs want one, and winemakers in Binissalem if they don't. The second week changes tone a bit. Porto Poyensa sits on a wide sheltered bay with a promenade of old pines, the Pine Walk. It runs straight from our hotel into town. The sea is the constant now, and the days arrange themselves around it. One day, we drive the road out to Cap Formentor, where the island narrows to a ridge of cliffs with a lighthouse at the very end and open water on both sides. On another, we're in Alcúdia on market day, browsing stalls set inside a ring of medieval walls you can still walk along. And one day, we go underground. The Drac Caves near Porto Cristo run more than a kilometer into the rock, down to Lake Martel, one of the largest underground lakes in Europe, where the visit ends with a short classical concert performed from rowboats drifting across the dark water. I'll admit I raised an eyebrow when I first heard about that, and then I sat there and listened. It works. In between the coves of the southeast, the salt flats at Santagni, and water clear enough to tempt a spring swim.
It's brisk, but you'll feel briefly heroic. Mallorcans have a phrase for how their island is best taken. Poc a poc, little by little. We built the 2 weeks the same way. Some days are guided, just as many are left open, by design, not by omission. There's a paella class where you shop the market for ingredients first and then earn your own socarat, the crisp layer at the bottom of the pan that tells you you've done it just right. There's a morning with a winemaking family, and then there are days with nothing on the sheet at all, when the best thing you can do is walk back to the cafe from Tuesday and order the same thing. We ran this LiveAway a couple of times before, and the photos our members brought home tell that story better than I can. Long lunches, unhurried afternoons, a table at golden hour. Somewhere in the second week, a group of strangers from across Canada becomes a table of friends. That part isn't on the itinerary. It's just what 2 weeks in one place does.
March in Canada is a month you get through. On Mallorca, it's a month you choose. The light's already long, the air is mild, and the island still moves at its own speed. If the LiveAway idea has been tugging at you, this is a good one to start with. One island, 2 bases, and a small group of fellow Canadians who'd rather come to know a place than just photograph it. All the information you need to know about this trip is at the link below. Poc a poc, I hope you'll join us.